countries now. We work with more than 364 mobile operators around the world, providing them entertainment to your mobile device. That's what we do. Alright, of course, I think that we have achieved something, or I have achieved something, but it's still very far away. I'm still a youth. Well, of course, not as young as most of you, but I'm still youth. And I think still there's a very, very long way for me and for my brothers to actually, achieve what we want to do, or what we want to achieve, basically. So we still need to work very hard for that. Nevertheless, after many years of this entrepreneurship, so-called entrepreneurship, and I have looked back actually, and I want to ask myself what I've learned over these years, because actually the number of learning curve that I've gone through is tremendous. As an engineer, I won't know what is P&L, balance sheet, what is asset, intangibles, assets, tangible asset, cash flow, and all this stuff like that. And the learning curve is just going to be expressed. I learned that, and I know how to manage my accounts now. Of course, I graduated as an MBA from the University of Boston. But the key important that I find myself, or the most important decision that I've made, is really that, not because I draw a Uni10, but it's because that I want to be different. That's the first. And the second thing, I believe I've sacrificed something. Something that all of you all must be willing to sacrifice as well to be successful, I believe. If today you have studied engineer, you might be an engineer graduate, you might be a legal graduate, you might be an accounting graduate. But are you willing to sacrifice the 4 or 5 years of education that you have put to get that degree and start off something that, might not be that lucrative at the beginning? Were you willing to let go of your accountancy job or your doctor job just to start doing businesses and start doing your own work, doing something which at the beginning might not be lucrative? And I think there's something I did, is that I let go of an engineer job which it could give me comfortable living. And I started off something that's small. I mean, my friend starts to drive cars earlier than, not drive cars, own cars earlier than I do. They have money to buy Levi jeans, which I don't. I bought something from Pasar Malam probably at the time. I have no money to go Starbucks, they do. But that's only just the beginning. But what I'm trying to tell you here is that it's very important that you're willing to sacrifice this one bit first. Because when we are in the youth, what time is it now? Okay, I'm just going to summarize it. Basically what it does is that you must be able to put down all your egoistic, put down all the risks, and start something that you really want to start. No matter what have you put in. You have 35 years, you have tried your very best in your education, you get straight A's, but I believe you put down and start your entrepreneurship and do something that you really want. Even if the risk is very high. Because as youth, there's nothing to lose. So what if you lose? So what if you fail? You can always go back to start the work again, or basically never quit and continue putting your dream. And I think that's very important, and that's something that I've done. And I believe everyone of you can put down that egoistic, can put down whatever stake they have put on previously to your education, and look towards doing something that you want, building a strong entrepreneurship between you. And that's very important because you might risk your Proton car, you might risk your Levi jeans, you must risk your Starbucks. But if you are successful in entrepreneurship, you're successful in your business, when you're able to achieve the business success, all these luxuries will come automatically. All of a sudden you won't know that, hey, how come there's a Porsche in my backyard? Or all of a sudden, why am I drinking coffee in my own cafe chain, No, the first picture that I see, there's what Henry's. It's usually a cafe in Taiwan. Basically, you start drink coffee at your own coffee chain, and basically all of a sudden, I have 10 Armani suits in my all these things comes because it comes automatically. It's not what you want. What you want is you want success in your business. If you are just going to be wanting your Armani suits, if you're just going to wanting your BMWs or your Porsche, or you're just wanting their own cafe chain, if that is what you only want to, right, you won't go very far. Because what's the most expensive car that you can think of in the world? Country will probably get it, but the most expensive car in the world probably worth 10 million bucks. But there are a lot of people can have 10 million bucks. A lot of people can own that 10 million bucks. So what if you buy the most expensive car, right? So that's it, is it? But why there are still many super rich people around town? It's because they are looking something beyond just what they want. You know, so you must do the same thing. Don't think about, hey, I want to earn money to buy my LV bag. No, that's not what you think. You must think of what you want to achieve in your career, in your entrepreneurship, and your LV bag will just automatically come to your head. That's one thing I can assure you. So I mean, my 10 minutes is up, right? Pass already. Thanks a lot. So happy convention.
Actually, he mentioned a lot of good things. If I were to take just like one or two words, he says, be special, be different, stay hungry, sacrifice, show what you can fail, tremendous learning curve, drop out, start something you want to start. It's pretty cool. That deserves a round of applause. Not a round of applause. But okay, the part that I like the most is you don't have to be a straight A student, because I feel that I'm not a straight A student. I got a straight B and a few C's here and there. A straight A student, man. Straight A students, I don't know, man. You got straight A, right? See, you got straight A. But straight A also would say one. That's clear. The dropouts are pretty good. Yeah, but once you become rich, right? Like I know some people, they become really rich and then they got given
just to share with you is that although I'm a dropout, but you know why I went back to do my MBA? Because I feel that I need an insurance. Because in this society, they are never forgiving. What happens is that if you fail and you want to go back to the society again, they'll ask you, do you have a degree? And if I'm a dropout, I don't have that, So at least now I have what we call an insurance. So if you never know, my company were to go bankrupt one day and I have to go and ask for a job, at least I can have insurance paper.
Insurance,
yeah.
Cool. Alright, I'm sure you guys have some questions. We're going to try and bring it to the